Freddie, I was going to ask you this earlier. You were born in Russia. You speak Russian. Mm-hmm. Were you ever even close to being fooled that Kyle was a real Russian, or were you like, clearly got a guy memeing?
That's a good question.
That's actually interesting. When I first saw it, I had an inkling that I'm like, something's up. My spidey sense is tingling. I'm like, I don't know. But your accent is very good. There's a few like embellishments that were like a little over the top. That was like I think it's just, but I think it was like that from, you know, you obviously thought things through.
Yeah, I was trying to make it comical, but at the same time, like a lot of like those embellishments were like, that's how that Ukrainian fuck sounded.
Like, oh yeah, for sure. No, you did a great job. There was never like something where it was very obvious that this was a dude named Kyle. Like this was like, maybe, you know, I don't know, because there are some people that sound like that.
His big stuff. I agree. If you saw all of it like me, there was a bit of a journey. The very first FPS Russia was almost a Barat character. I remember a mysterious man dressed all in brown left a box outside his door, so he hid inside, not sure, you know, what this deal was with all this. Mm-hmm. He's describing a UPS man. Yeah, and it, you know, that was the original FPS Russia. He wasn't a zombie hunting gangster. Or whatever.
Yeah. No, he was a fish out of water in America. That was the whole idea. It was like,
I remember that. You do like commentaries on like, you know, whatever, Crossfire on COD 4, and you'd be like, and I don't understand why the hell they be so rude, you know, the delivery driver or whatever the fuck it was.
He had a black girlfriend named Lamisha who was like unfaithful to him. There was all sorts of nonsense going on. It was
he didn't understand it.
Yeah, he didn't get it. Yeah.
You know what I think sort of gave it away? It wasn't the actual accent. It was whenever you have somebody that comes from a different country, there are certain mannerisms and styles of speech that they don't understand, doesn't apply to this culture.
Oh yeah.
So, so like, let's say like in any other culture, like let's say even in Russia, they would go like, you look sick. Like, are you sick? Like, you wouldn't say that now. Like, if you say you look sick, that's an insult, right?
Yeah.
But over there, it's like, you look sick. Is there something wrong with you? Like, that's a perfectly fine line of questioning. But over here, there's like, what do you mean something's wrong with me? You want to start a fight? You know,
yeah. I had no basis for any of that stuff. I really just put it up. I had those two guys I work with, the two managers, and one of them was Dmitry and one was Sergey, and one was from Ukraine and one was from Russia, and they were from slightly different generations, and the Russian had fought in Afghanistan, and the Ukrainian had a rich family, so they had paid their way to get a doctor to like write a note to get him out of going to Afghanistan, and that was a big divide between them.
Oh yeah,
I imagine so. The guy's got to be jealous.
It was like class warfare. Like, and the funny thing was, the guy who had to go fight, he's the big boss, and the guy who like was the rich kid, like he's a salesman with me. And so it was interesting to see that dynamic, because Sergey had to just listen to whatever Dmitry said about the war. He would talk about like catching Afghanis praying and wait until like they were like at a certain part of their prayer to fire his sniper shots. He would talk about all sorts.
That's dark.
He was not one of those war veterans who was shook up and didn't like to talk about it. He was more like when I tell people about going deer hunting.